Hey guys, what's going on? It's Skittz here at you with the new Call of Duty beta for Xbox One. Keep in mind this is beta, so not everything's out yet. There's still some glitches and stuff, so just keep that in mind as we're playing along. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so my first thoughts on this game is it's a COD game. It's a boots on the ground COD game. You point, you shoot, you kill people, you get killed. Is it the comeback game that Call of Duty needs? Maybe. I still haven't seen much that will bring me back into Call of Duty like I used to be. It's iffy from what I've seen so far in the beta. I hope they do add more in the full game. I'm sure they will. For instance, there's only three sniper rifles, there's only 3 shotguns and 3 LMGs. There's 4 SMGs and 4 assault rifles. So I do hope they add more variety. Me as a gamer, I like my variety. But since it is a World War II game, if they don't, I guess it does make sense. Because they didn't have that many guns in World War II. But we'll see. The maps feel a little bit rushed in the instance that there's less head glitches and less head glitch counters. But again, it is World War II. They could have taken it out on purpose. So we'll just see what happens when they come out with the full game. They do feel more open, as in there's more chances for gunfights, which is good for infantry and stuff. They did keep the unlock token system, which I personally am not a big fan of, even though it doesn't really change the gameplay much. But I just like that you can unlock reach a new level and unlock things without having to spend in-game currency. It's pretty cool. I hope they do add more to it when the game comes out, like it doesn't just get repetitive. But basically what it is your objective is to capture this house, which then gives you a tank, which you take to these anti-aircraft guns, which you use the tank to blow up to bring in air support. And so there's 4 sections. I'm playing and talking at the same time, so you gotta kind of bear with me here. But there's 4 sections. People use shotguns on the first section, which is basically the section you've just seen. And then I normally use sniper rifle on the next section. And then typically you see mostly SMGs on the last 2. The first section you clearly seen is that you take over a house. And then this section right here, which is the second section, you gotta build a bridge for your tank to cross over. And then after that you go to this bomb, which you gotta plant, and that will destroy the ammo for the anti-aircraft guns. Which there in my book it's kinda already a win, but you know, gotta finish the job. But then next, you go to the anti-aircraft guns themselves, which you face heavy defense from the enemy team. It is a lot harder to get through than the last 3 sections. I do like this mode because, well, this map and mode, because there's like right here, this part for example, I'll show you real quick. You can't really cross over to the other side of the bridge, so you can't like go and spawn trap and have that nuisance in the game. But yeah, so another thing you want to talk about is divisions. Divisions are a pretty cool aspect of the game. You got the mountain division, which is the sniper rifles. You got infantry, which is assault rifles. The airborne, which is your SMGs. The armored, which is the LMGs, and the expeditionary, which is the shotguns. And just because Alright, well first what they added is when you first start into the beta, you choose your main division. I don't know what difference it makes, but you choose your first division, and that there's a little star next to your division. Again, I don't know what it means, but just because your class is a certain division doesn't mean that that is the gun that you have to use. For example, that you could use you could be an expeditionary with a sniper rifle, or you could be an infantry with a SMG. Like the only thing divisions count as is basically your perks. That's the only thing divisions are. And like you could be like, for instance, you could get your mountain division up to level 2 and get basically ghost. And but you can only have that if you're basically in the mountain division. You can't have it in expeditionary or infantry or anything like that. And so yeah, and then the next thing I want to talk about, even though you couldn't play it in the beta, I'm still very stoked for it. I cannot wait to play zombies. I'm really upset you couldn't play it, but it makes sense, I guess. But I'm just so excited to play it. They're switching from the previous modes that they've been doing, like they've been like how they went with Infinite Warfare, where it's all poppy and stuff. They're diving straight back into the horror genre, and I am very excited for that. The people who are making their zombies are the same people who made Dead Space. So if you don't know what Dead Space is, that is a very good horror game. They said they're going to be adding different zombie types, which basically could mean like there's a zombie out there that could make a loud noise and call other zombies to you, or there could be like zombies that do area damage, or like we've seen before in Origins, there could be armored zombies. So there's going to be different zombie types. I'm curious to see what they are. And they also said something very interesting, that it's not going to be wave based as much, it's going to be area based, as in you're going to go into this area and then have to clear it from the zombies that are there, instead of killing all the zombies and waiting for the next round to start. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do there. But yeah, that's basically all I had to share with you guys, so I'm just gonna shut up and focus more on my gameplay, so you guys can see how much I truly suck. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
They're assaulting the command post. Don't let them overrun the command post. The command post is under attack. They're taking the command post. The enemy captured our command post, but the battle isn't over yet. Stop the enemy from rebuilding the bridge we destroyed. If they succeed, their tank will advance. Stay on mission. They're building a bridge. Keep the enemy from building the bridge. The enemy is building a bridge. Get back in the battle. The bridge is being built. The enemy has built half the bridge. They're building a bridge. Stop the enemy from building that bridge. The enemy is building a bridge. The bridge is being built. Don't let the enemy build their bridge. The enemy built their bridge, but keep fighting. Reinforcements are on the way. Defend the ammunition supply. If it's destroyed, we lose the ammo for our flank guns. Bomb's been planted on our ammo supply. Don't let them destroy the ammunition. Disarm the bomb.
You're not gonna make it!
Deactivate the bomb. Quickly, disarm the bomb.
I think he's down!
Reinforcements are coming to protect the ammo supply. The enemies have destroyed our ammo supply, but the battle is far from over. Keep the enemy from escorting their tank within range of our flak guns. The enemy tank is advancing. The tank is on the move.
Enemy down!
The tank is retreating. Kill the soldiers around that tank. Their tank is advancing. They destroyed one of our flak guns. The enemy tank is advancing. The tank is on the move. Their tank is advancing. Don't let them destroy our flak guns. The enemy tank is advancing. Keep them from destroying the flak guns. The tank is on the move. Their tank is advancing. Kill the soldiers around that tank. Their tank is pulling back. Advancing. The tank is backing up. 2 minutes until our reinforcements get here. The tank is on the move. Their tank is advancing. We failed. The enemy destroyed our flak guns. Now their aircraft will bomb our forces.